Welcome to the final round of the F1 Clash Mexico GP. Hopefully you seen my video yesterday and we had a good opening round, part 1. So let's show you where we are at part 2. So at the moment, final round, we are 4 races in, 188 points, 4 lots of 47. In opening round, we did manage the full set, 376, with qualifying dropping the 1 point. So yet to score that perfect run. But what about the leaderboard? Let's have a look. We've got Will, who's one of our closest competitors, dropped 2 points, race 4. And at the top, we're back with our nemesis, Musso. He's dropped 2 points as well due to a bad safety car in race 1 with a tough opponent. So we've got every chance of pulling off our 4th P1. But let's keep calm. Let's hope for the best as we go racing for race number 5. And let's quickly show you what we're running. Still, Ocon and Zhou Guanyu and the car setup in question. So let's give it a go. Let's go for it. Give it our all. Hit the like button. Wish me luck. Here we go then, Canada and Montreal, and it's a matchup which is very much in our favour. So about 143 in our favour. So of course, no complaining about that from us whatsoever. But they're still not that far behind as we start a very nice P5 and P7. But we won't get carried away. We're going to use Kawhi and Prince this time for Zhou Guanyu. We're going to try and run the 4-4 or even the 5-3. We're going to see how this pans out. Hopefully Ocon can get a good start and Zhou Guanyu can follow him straight through, not literally. So Ocon does go through the inside. Max Verstappen, bang wheels. Can he get past the Mercedes? He can get past the Red Bull with Max Verstappen. And Esteban Ocon, round the outside of Russell, can't get the job done. We'll leave him boosting. Can he get George Russell? Better exit, surely, round the outside. Takes the long way round. And we're up to P1 already. And we're going to prioritise Mr. Esteban Ocon here. And hopefully that'll be good enough. Zhou Guanyu at the back, fancying a seat quite literally in the Mercedes. Well, he doesn't like the Red Bull because he's letting past. That's not good, Zhou Guanyu. That is not what we wanted. And we've lost another spot here. Zhou Guanyu going backwards. He's got Lando Norris. So he's got a spot back, which is good. And we are in to P3 for Zhou Guanyu. He's got ahead of Max Verstappen now. Max Verstappen going backwards in the Red Bull. Maybe the aerodynamics set up a bit too high. But Ocon leads the way. And we're going to do a 4-4 with pretty much both drivers here to be on the safe side. Remember, when you join me on Friday, if we're in contention, it's all about race management. And that's what we're doing here. Ocon rounds the hairpin. Now we don't need a safety car for Esteban Ocon here. And I don't think we are going to get one. We've got the Mercedes into the pits. And now we can start to push. 6.2 seconds is the gap that we are looking at. And we'll cut that down because they're getting pretty close. Ocon, we use Kawhi for the faster pit time as well. So we knew this was going to happen. And we are out of the hairpin. Down the straight again. No safety car. Ocon is in. Zhou Guanyu coming in as well. Need a fast pit stop from the crew. In that beautiful pink and red colours. Or orange colours. But for now, we are coming back out. Ocon in the lead. Zhou Guanyu hits the front of George Russell. And that should be that for race number 5. Fingers crossed, we're going to just earn that power unit back with Ocon every chance. We've still got a pit stop for Perez behind Russell, but we should be pretty good here. So just give you the boost then. Cornering, race start. Ocon is perfect. Gives me 15 race start. Ocon's race start is 84. So if you do the maths, that works out to 99. That's perfect. And we've got a quick pit time for Zhou Guanyu because he was starting a bit further back on the mediums. We wanted Prince for the blocking to try and help us from going backwards. At the start, though, we did go backwards, didn't we? But we got away with it. That is the main thing. So they're the real boost choices here. We can do a 3 soft, 2 soft, but for me, in the current situation, I'm not going to risk any unfortunate circumstances. So as always, make sure you hit like on the video. Make sure to let me know how you're doing below as well. Are you improving each week? Are you putting in your best performances as of late? That's what I want to know. It's been a busy day for me. Golf in the morning for myself, and then football, watching Aston Villa win this afternoon. So only just getting round now to being able to produce the final round performance. But Ocon starts race 5 already. Lap 8. And we should be good to the finish. Rivals P4 and P13. And it's going to be no dramas, fingers crossed. But hopefully this can continue. And that would be happy days. Ocon rounds the final corner. He's in a load of traffic. But Ocon is going to take victory. 24 points. Zhou Guanyu coming home. P2. It's a beautiful 47. That's what we needed. And I know a few of you remembering that you want to see the debrief after. So by all means, we will show you the debrief. Let's take a look as George Russell finishes in P4. And Charles Leclerc for the rival P11. You will see the big gap in team score. Were they using George Russell? I think they might have been. So let's take a look. 1-4-9-2. Big match in our favour. Looking at 6 and 6 for Russell and Leclerc. So Russell is pretty much better than our drivers, nearly. I'll probably say actually he's better than Ocon, really. And then cars, there we go. So that is race number 5 complete. Here we go, Baku then, race 6. And interesting matchup, fairly similar. We start P9, P10, Russell just ahead of us. So Zhou Guanyu and Esteban Ocon as normal. We're going to go Cooper, we're going to go Kawhi. We're going to hope for a great start, because Kawhi not. Come on then, here we go. P9, P10. We need this good start with Russell on the hards, Leclerc on the softs. Can we get through fairly quickly? We block the rival off. It's not a great start from Ocon, and it's not the best start from Zhou Guanyu either. It's P6, well it will be now, and P10. That George Russell in the Mercedes is going off pretty quickly out front, and we need to stop that ASAP. And it's P2 and P6 then. We've got a few spots. Positions back, and it's Zhou Guanyu into the lead with Esteban Ocon taking the Red Bull. There's George Russell, so it's Lewis Hamilton out front, and we're going to take him on the straight. Great move. We're into P1. Can we get P3? Oh no, that's a terrible exit out of the corner, and we are slipped back 2 positions. Not sure why we went backwards so quickly there, but it's not going to matter. We're going to go on to mediums, and we're going to do that normal race strategy management. But Ocon P4. The softs, is it Lewis Hamilton on hards? Lewis Hamilton flying out front on the hards. Can we get Leclerc? We're using a bit too much power unit here, but we've got him into P3. As we go down, you can see Zhou Guanyu coming out of the pits now. We are back behind Lewis Hamilton. We're going to have to go softs, I feel, because we're going to need some advantage. And we can see Zhou Guanyu lining up Lewis Hamilton. Takes him, job done. We're going to put him on to conserve and try and hold up Lewis Hamilton, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. So Ocon comes in. I think we're lagging actually as well, because it was just that brief moment. I think we're okay. Zhou Guanyu goes round, and look at that, Ocon coming out in heaps of trouble. Let's see if we can get past. We can. And what we're going to do is we're going to pit Ocon now onto the mediums. We've got Ocon in P4. So race management again from us here in Baku. Trying to get past this George Russell hard tyre. And we're through. Zhou Guanyu into the pits. He's doing the race management perfect here. And he's going to come out in P2 quite comfortably. And now we've got to put the pedal to the metal and try and come out ahead of this chasing pack. It's Charles Leclerc in P3 we need to get ahead of. We are conserving and pushing all the time. Big points at stake here. Goes down the straight. We'll come into the pits. 2 laps to go. Zhou Guanyu saving all his power unit as Ocon's in, and because the rivals are on hards, Leclerc specifically, he's holding up the field. And they're both out. So this is looking pretty good now. 2 laps to go. Zhou Guanyu will move back up to medium boost. No point conserving anymore. And we lead by 7.5 seconds. Looking good in Baku. Buddy, you never know. It just takes one matchup to completely throw us off. Let's save some power unit. We might as well. Save the environment and all that. If you can plant another tree at Baku with the amount of power unit we're saving on Zhou Guanyu. Well done, Zhou. You'll be in that Red Bull soon enough. Or Alfa Romeo, you'll probably be in the Ferrari. Esteban Ocon, you'll continue in Alpine, mate. With your big backing from Rory McIlroy and some big names, you never know where that Alpine will end up. But we know where we're going to end up at the minute. And in this race, it's going to be a very, very nice P1, P2. Esteban Ocon wins 24 points. Zhou Guanyu home not too far behind for a P2. It is a 1-2 finish again. 47 points coming from mid-pack with the rival finishing in P5 and P7. And we'll show you the type of matchup we got this time. It was in our favour, but remember, George Russell boosted makes a big difference. We can see, look, George Russell level 7, way better than our drivers. Even Leclerc better than pretty much our drivers actually. So he had better drivers, and looking at the car, you'd argue that the car's pretty equal. So that is a good win in race number 6. We move to Spain for race number 7, Barcelona. One step closer to a potential great score, but let's stay seated as we look for some points. It's a good matchup. It's just in our favour by about 35. No Russell for the opponent as well, which absolutely will help us. We're going to go Kawhi and we're going to go Cuppa. Hopefully Ocon gets the best start and he'll have a quicker pit stop later in the race. Zhou Guanyu, I mean P5 and P6 always seem to qualify better in Spain than anywhere else. My drivers just must love Spain. So, perfect starts. Ocon's going to get a nice slip down the inside. And we are in to P1 and P2. As here he's in. It's Ocon and Zhou Guanyu leading the way here in Spain after lap and corners 1, pretty much. And now we've got to make sure we navigate any safety car dramas. We need to cover them off. But at the minute, Ocon leads, and he's got a very nice gap. Zhou Guanyu, you can see, just holding up the field. That's what we wanted to do. And we're just going to lose to Carlos Sainz, but Sainz on the soft tyre, that's okay. Because we might come back at him here. No, can't get it done. But that's okay. We're in a good spot. I'm happy with where Zhou Guanyu is because he's surrounded by soft tyres. And he's even into P4, but it's alright. I'm keeping pushing Ocon, because if we can keep pushing Ocon, we might trigger a pit stop or a safety car or something where it might actually really help us with Zhou's strategy. But you can see he's only there. He's only sitting just behind with a 100% power unit. So this is where there's a bit of danger now. Let's see if we can just navigate this. We need to make sure we get over the line, and we do. So no safety cars are going to affect us today in this race. And we're going to pit both cars. We're going to pit Zhou Guanyu as well. We could do an extra lap. There's no point even risking it. Ocon in the lead has the faster pit time for Kawhi. So we will pit him. Gap 5.5 seconds as in comes Ocon. Slow into the pits there. But with that Kawhi boost, pretty perfect. P2. He'll come out and he can step on the gas. P3 for Zhou Guanyu will cut down because it's the medium tyre of Max Verstappen out front that's surely going to run out of tyre. I mean, it's only 7 seconds. We'll hit the front still. That tyre is now out, and he's going to make it. Just makes it to the pits. So it's a good job we kept cool there, and we've put ourselves back into the front 2 positions. Any safety car will be good now. Max Verstappen coming back out on the medium tyres with, well, he's got ahead of George Russell and the Ferrari. You can see there, quite a chasing pack. And we're just going to let these boys cruise around. As we've got 2 laps to go. We don't need a fastest lap. That is something that we don't need today, based on Musso dropping points. If Musso would have scored 3.76, we would have needed a fastest lap, and that's only if we score 3.76 too. And we're not even going to push on the mediums. There is simply no point. We're not going to do a great time. But approaching the last lap of race 7, and we're going to have one race of Mexico to go. And I tell you what, everyone, Mexico was tough today. It was not easy. So I'm actually not looking forward to Mexico. We had a tough matchup, and we just couldn't overtake. We managed to scrape the last lap, 47. Will it be the same again? Hopefully not. But Ocon's through. And he's going to bound round in the final few corners of this new layout in Spain. And he's going to cross the line. It's another win for Esteban Ocon, who comes home in P1, Zhou Guanyu in P2. And after 7 races, it's another 47 points to add to the basket of points as we wait for the rival to finish. And we'll check out what the rival is running. Expecting a lot more in our favour this time. No Russell for the driver. And as you can see, 1601, it was only 34 difference. And drivers, Ocon the same, Carlos Sainz, arguably qualifying, similar to ours, better race start. And the car running a lot more cornering. So that begs the question, do you think that setup is better than ours? Let me know down below. Let's go Mexico. That quite rhymes, doesn't it? And we're here for the last race. Can we get it over the line? We don't want to drop more than 1 point. And we're on the back foot. P2, P6 for the rival. We need them, and it's wet as well, which makes it even more of an interesting race. Copper. Here we go. 6 minutes 40. It is a full wet race here. Can we get the job done? We need a good start. We need a very good start to get ahead of this rival. Surely Ocon can sneak through here. We can get through the inside. Can we get both cars? Yes, we can. So we're up to P5, P8. We can't get both cars in the end. But we're sneaking up to P4, P7. So we're making some positions. And we probably needed a dry race because the rival bot has absolutely careered off. And I don't think this is going to be a 47 at all. But keep the faith. Keep the faith, folks. but we've got to try. And we've got Ocon into P2. But what can we do about these rivals? We've got a tough matchup in the last. We've just got to try. You can see them stretching clear already with that George Russell. We've got Zhou Guanyu up to P5. And we're trying to save some power units and close the gap. We're going to try our hardest. That's what we are, of course. We never back down. We're going to try and get into P4 here. We're not even closing on the rival. There is nothing we can do. It looks like we're going to fall, potentially at the last hurdle. And maybe we did need that fastest lap after all. But we're trying to close this gap and we just don't have the power unit available. Just shows you a bad matchup, what it can do. And we're not gonna survive, surely. Keep the faith, you never know. Gonna have to try something. We've had to try it, pull the plug. There's just nothing we can do. We are going to concede by the look of the way this is going. We needed a safety car. You can see the rival clear. We are into P5 though. We are really trying. We just can't get it. We can't close this gap. They're all still going round. And it's going to be such a tough race in the end. Zhou Guanyu so far back. You can see them all coming into the pits, but it's not going to be good enough. We need, look at that rival coming out. We're in the lead. We have snatched a lead. Can we keep it? This is massive for our chances. This is going to be impossible to hold, surely. We're going to try our best though, folks. We're going to try our absolute best to hold this P1. If we can get this P1, we have got a massive chance at holding. Oh, just cut off the rival there as well. Oh, the heart's beating. Stronger than ever. Rival's about to run out of power unit. They're right behind us. Can we hold on? We've somehow took the lead with an undercut. Could we snatch the potential? Come on, get through, Ocon. Ocon through the last corner. Wow. How did we get the lead of that race? How? I don't know. I don't quite know how we just managed to get P1. But I think we've done it. Potentially. Look at the matchup. The rival went out to 6 laps, so that undercut doing a 4-4 actually helped us massively get Ocon into the lead. Zhou Guanyu did a 5-3. Rest of the field pitted lap 6 near the front. And I tell you what, look at this. Russell, look at that, 95 with Ocon. Like, that's an incredible driver stat there. Look at the car as well. Car is wow better than ours. And we've managed to just take a 1-point drop. And I think with that P1, might just see us snatch first place. It went to the very last race. 7 47s and a 46 with an undercut from the heaven. Will P to roll next. Drop 2, so Will can't beat us. Let's look down the list, see if we have potentially done it. SK9 won't beat us. Stufa won't. So there's no one here. Marshall won't. So let's have a look then. 376 Rafael scored 371. So obviously with a 376 they will naturally beat us anyway, but we've got a good chance on that one. But good luck to them if they do. Alessio 348, so it drops off. So never mind, they could sandbag, you never know. But we hold the hope. It's been a nice, easy round up until that last race, and we overcome it with a 1 point drop. Hope you've enjoyed that. Hopefully it was worth the wait, as we hope and keep our fingers crossed for another P1 to make it 4 P1s in a row.